welcome back to another show. You can tell I'm playing NBA
It's time for some hoops
2K15.
at the Chesapeake Energy Arena.
And
Home of
this,
the Thunder
I know,
here in downtown
this seems
Oklahoma
so.
City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to
I
you
want to play
live
an
on
old
2K
game,
Sports.
so.
Well, for the Oklahoma City.
Get up.
Adams checked in, and a change for the Pelicans.
And I got
Jimmer
a
Fredette
10-day
is checked in for
contract
Eric
list.
Gordon. So for New Orleans right now, Evans and Anderson, the forwards. Jimmer Fredette is out there with Holiday, and it's Asik in at the center position. Durant kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Russell Westbrook still among the league leaders in shots at the rim.
Great pull-up jumper from mid-range already, especially from that foul line area. So Westbrook really is a threat from all over the court.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jackson's checked in, and it's P in for the Pelicans. Oh, it's nice to see him get another go at this. Impressed so much in his first go around with the team. They offered him another 10-day contract.
Well, I thought he definitely showed he wasn't overwhelmed, but with his second one, he'll need to show them something more in hopes that he'll be able to be signed for the rest of the season. And Westbrook starting to go to work in the post a little bit. At almost 6'4", with his strength and explosiveness, he's really too much for just about any point guard to handle down low.
And that one's good.
The shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Pelicans trail by 6. Fredette, the pass to P. Tries a 3, and that one's good. P's got his first 3 points of the game.
How is
Westbrook likes that left block. Dribbling with his right, he can back you down, fade away with an accurate turnaround jumper from that left baseline.
Outside Jackson. It's Westbrook with the drive. A 3-ball. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Westbrook.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Good.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Yeah, it's the kind of start you want every game, but of course you rarely get it.
It's stolen by Fredette. Evans attacking. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Evans has got 10 points in the game. Outside Westbrook. And he gets it to go.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's P, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
For 3, Durant. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Asik's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's P. That misses.
so
Had
good.
it gone in. Up to this point, a closely contested game. And we've reached halftime in this one. Oklahoma.
Well, Scott, you have...
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. It's been one outstanding game from... Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Well, there is a reason they call it Loud City. Oklahoma City, voted by NBA GMs as having the best home court advantage in the NBA. The fans are on top of you and engaged from start to finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kev. P in their last game out against the Thunder had a nice performance. He ended with 13 points and added a couple of rebounds with that. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see. Maybe he'll explode again tonight because the momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent memory bank has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
And the Thunder moving to OKC 6 seasons ago, they've really become part of the fabric of this community, whether it was assisting in the recovery from the big tornado to helping revitalize downtown. You see how a team can provide a rallying cry for an entire community.
Now the feed to Durant. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. For the lead. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, they really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game, guys. And in terms of their offense, nothing seemed to go right.
And once they started spiraling downward, there was no getting out of it, Steve. Their scoring just went dry.
And for these Oklahoma City fans, Clark, they've certainly had it good. A team that's made the playoffs in all but their first season. Superstar talent as well.
Yeah, you go back to that inaugural season, Kevin, in OKC, 23 wins. They've been a powerhouse ever since, and the fans now expect this team to not only contend, but to eventually bring home an NBA title.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Anthony Morrow.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Here's Adams, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Adams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
Here's P. Shot is no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Durant kicks to Adams. Here's Jackson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. If they play the clock right, Steve, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, just have to time it right. Make sure you work the clock correctly and get 2 possessions out of this. They still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. But too often, that's the story for him.
And the shot is good.
Well, they've got a big edge now when you look at the fast break points, guys.
It hasn't helped put them in front, Steve, but they need to keep playing that rapid-fire basketball. That's their style.
Knocked away. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Lamb, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Rivers, he's checked in for New Orleans. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Come on.
Asik, the pass to B. 5 on the clock. Takes it from 10. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant attacking. That gives them the lead. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Here's P. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented player.
Let's go. You're in.
Steven Adams. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lamb. New Orleans also making some changes. Evans, he's checked in for Salmons. Fredette comes in for Gordon. And it's Drew Holiday in for Austin Rivers. Durant and Collison at the 3 and the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Jackson. And it's Perkins in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
You might not have expected him to go for the steal there. But did it ever work out for him?
I like it. Sometimes you got to take chances in this game, especially right where they are in this game. No time to get conservative.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City.
Oh, no.
Comes in for Nick Collison. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Reggie Jackson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Westbrook has been great. 15 points and the assist numbers tremendous.
Put it behind you now. Get ready to go.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for New Orleans. Some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Perkins. Collison comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Jackson in for Anthony Morrow. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. He's checked in for Eric Gordon.
So nice to have a guy like that who can take charge at any time.
Yeah, so many of his passes, Steve, have led directly to baskets.
Anderson a screen on Westbrook.
No way.
Here's Big Cat, guarded by Jackson. He passes to Evans. Here's Big Cat.
Thank
so
you. Finally called foul.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
Sure helps that they've gotten extra trips to the foul line here in the second, and that has to continue if they're going to complete this comeback.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Perkins, he's checked in for Adams. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Durant. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. New Orleans gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's P. Connects. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Durant dishes to Ibaka. Puts it up from 17. The shot misses.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Oh, yeah.
Anderson with the ball.
Get out of the way, guys.
3 seconds separate the shot clock.
Oh,
Here's Big Cat. He's covered by Westbrook. Has to be. It's good! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
wow.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Durant.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
So
Kevin, this
Wow. If that didn't hit off the backboard, I'd go.
look at the afterglow of light bathing the Mississippi River in the Crescent City, New Orleans. We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. The Bulls are in the midst of a road trip going into this one, with most of their upcoming games to have a chance here to make a nice little push.
Well, hold on a minute here, Kevin.
Let's go. You're in.
Dang, about time.
New Orleans leading by 6. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Shot's good.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
He's checked in.
Taking a look here now at some numbers for Jimmy Butler. His last month of basketball has been fantastic. He's around 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. And with numbers like that, he's setting a pace for himself that's going to be very hard to maintain, if only because he's rarely had stretches like this in the past.
But, Steve, I really think this is the player that he can be all the time, quite honestly. I mean, I don't see this as a fluke. He's got that kind of ability.
6 on the shot clock. Anderson with the block.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
In the corner, it's McDermott. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Gibson dishes to Rose. Right through the D for the layup. Rose has got 6.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well. Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
Butler missing again.
He's certainly not been at his best this quarter. And that's an understatement.
Tries a 3, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from P. And his old high school coach is an attendee at today's game, Clark. I believe they still stay in close contact, even though he's now in the NBA.
And, you know, you always have to keep perspective by remembering where you came from, no matter what you're doing, but certainly in the NBA. And it's nice to see that he does that by still staying in touch with his old coach.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Rockets in Houston.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
Rose passes to McDermott. Rose goes in, and it's blocked by P. They recover it. Well, not exactly a close game swap here for New Orleans. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. McDermott's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Butler. So for Chicago right now, Heinrich and Rose, the guards. Inside, Gibson and Noah. And it's McDermott in at the 3.
Wow.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Derrick Rose. And Holiday, here we go. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
Well, here we go again. An open path to the hoop, an easy 2 points. Where is the defense?
Holiday against Rose. Dishes to McDermott. The 3. Here's Noah. Plays it up and banks it in. Noah's got his first basket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
P, and it's New Orleans scoring again. Bulls trail by 13. Rose goes in, and the layup's good off the glass. Rose has got 12 in the game.
Well, I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday, the pass to P. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Chicago's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Rose, a screen on Rivers. Heinrich kicks to Rose. Back to Heinrich. Lets the free fly. Shot is off. Here's Gibson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gibson's got his second basket of the night. And so we conclude the first half. Pelicans on top, up 11. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau.
Okay, eyes up front, guys. Our fans are really liking what we've done so.
We're getting back to the action.
Wait.
It's Miller. He's checked in for Anderson. Salmons comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Fredette in for Drew Holiday. And the Bulls making a change also. Gasol's checked in. Salmons out there with Miller. Then it's Jimmer, Fredette. Then there's Gordon. And it's Asik in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Noah. Rejected by Asik. So for the Pelicans, Anderson comes in for him. And it's P in for Eric Gordon. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Big Cat. He has 7, and that one's good. P's got 9 points. Chicago with the ball. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That team is a little road weary right now. That is the 6th consecutive game away from home.
And I would think a lot of attention will be focused on that Orlando contest.
And it's blocked by P. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau worked with Clippers coach Doc Rivers in Boston for many years, and they remain close friends, often sharing notes. Rivers said of Thibodeau, he's the best mind I've ever been around. People keep expecting them to fall, but he holds them together. It's his system, but it's more just his way. He simply doesn't relent, Kevin.
He makes his players believe, Doris. That's something they both share in common. Thank you. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. Hundley comes in for McDermott, and it's Heinrich in for Butler.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
Here is Rose. He's got 12. Mirotic sets the screen for Rose. Shot off the pick. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Mirotic.
And he came off that screen. The defense just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
P passes to Salmons. From deep. And again, the three-point shot is good from P. P's got a pair of threes now here in the third for New Orleans. Rose dishes to Dunlap. Pass to Gasol. Off the left rim and out.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Here's Big Cat. Guarded by
Buckets
Heinrich.
all
And
day.
again it will fall. Basket good there from P.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. This shooting has been off the charts.
Outside Rose. From 17 feet out. That's good. Rose has got 14.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day?
You're up.
For Tyreke Evans. Joakim Noah is checked
I
in for
cut
Chicago.
2.
Gasol comes in
Come
for
on.
McDermott. Taking a look at the Bulls. Heinrich and Rose the guards. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Gibson in at the small forward. The score now all even. And that's now 18 points for Derrick Rose.
Well, those are 2 baskets. He can deliver down the stretch.
Here's Big Cat, defended by Butler. And Asik gets to Howard. Can't get it to go.
Shit.
Rose with some nice D. McDermott with the screen for Rose. To take the lead, and he gets it to go. Rose has got 6 here in this quarter.
Tell you what, once he gets going like this, forget about it.
Well, he's in the zone, Steve. I mean, you've been there. Every time he touches the orange, he's looking to score.
Holiday, the pass to Pete. Anderson right side, pass to Pete. Outside Holiday.
Damn.
Holiday missing.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Butler with the ball. Now defended by P. Butler kicks to Rose. Right side Rose. 4 on the clock. The kick outside to Butler. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Contact on the shot.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 9 rebounds and 13 points. He is in complete control.
True substitution here for New Orleans. Agins is checked in. Darius Miller comes in for Ryan Anderson. He's checked in for John Salmons. And it's Austin Rivers in for Gordon. Then for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for McDermott. Mirotic comes in for Butler. And it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. Heinrich outside.
Wow.
And
Well, gentlemen.
Hey, Coach, what's shaking, baby?
Too many of these old phones.
Hey, so what'd you think?
As a high school player, you are a natural.
Hey, thanks, Coach, but I had a really great teacher.
Oh,
I gotta get to the locker room. All right, man.
good job.
Thank you.
Yo, I'll be right back.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner
Live from New Orleans, 2K Sports proudly brings you NBA basketball from the home of the Pelicans. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to Sacramento.
You know, you shoot the ball as poorly as they did that night, you're not going to win many games.
Well, Steve, it's not just difficult to win a game with low shooting percentages like theirs. It's nearly impossible.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Trevor Booker is out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to Chicago.
And guys, had their free throw shooting been anywhere near up to par, I think it would have changed everything in that game.
No doubt about it. I mean, there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line. It infiltrates other parts of your game.
6 to shoot. That's a 2 from Gordon. No good.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
That's in for Gordon. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear New Orleans head coach going over their plan during that last break. He told them that offensively, the majority of their points need to come on the inside by driving the lane and getting to the rim as often as possible. He also wants his players putting pressure on the defense with early offense. Lots of shots and an aggressive approach in general whenever they've got the
3
ball.
points
So
all
still in
day.
the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And here is Burke following the 3 from P. Here's the screen. Burks dishes to Burke. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's P. And it's all evened up. P's got 5 now.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that
says
layup. I
like
think
a
too
beat.
much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Burks sets a screen for Burke. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Burks got his second bucket.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Utah has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Dishes it to Hayward.
Oh.
Here's Burks. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Some changes for New Orleans. Miller's checked in for Anderson. Salmons comes in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Jimmy Fredette in for Drew Holiday. Gets it to fall in the bucket from P.
He's feeling it here to start the game. That's 3 out of 4 already.
Exum kicks to Gobert. The dish to Favors. There's a good screen. Another miss by Utah.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there. It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Now the pass to P. Takes the 13-footer, rebounded by the Jazz. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Yeah, that last matchup was really a tough game. And
this Wednesday, February 11th, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers.
Making some changes here. Evans, he's checked in for Salmon. P comes in for Fredette. And it's Drew Holiday in for Austin Rivers. And the Jazz with some changes. P in at shooting guard. Miller is out there with Tyreek Evans. Then it's Omer Asher. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. That's the Pelicans 5. No one covering. Burks has got 13.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Alec Burks, really known as a slasher coming into the NBA out of Colorado. His outside shooting was questioned, but he's put in the work, and he's become a solid 3-point shooter. Still young. He's only going to get better and better.
Here's Burke. The three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 21.
Oh my God.
Miller with a
Bang.
wide open look. The three-pointer no good. And Burke at 6'6", good quickness and ball handling ability, Clark, and he can play points in a pinch.
And you know, Kevin, the Jazz asked him to play there at times in the past. Combo guard skills with legit shooting guard size. That's a lethal package.
He feeds it to Booker. Can't hit, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand.
Oh my God.
Watching the line there, that'll be a backcourt violation. The Pelicans making a switch here. Salmons is checked in.
John Salmons.
Burke kicks to Burks. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Puts it up from 12. That one rolling around and rims out.
Boy, he had a good look at that one. You hate to miss that shot. And if they're smart, they will hold for the last shot.
That's got to be the objective here, Steve.
Oh
No
my
good
God.
from P. Here comes Burke. Hayward kicks to Burke. Pass to Burks. 1 second left.
Okay, pay attention so we can cover some stuff. We're capable of much better.
And as we begin the second, Zimmer Fredetti's checked in for New Orleans. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. So on the floor for Utah, Burke and Exum make the backcourt. Steve Novak is out there with Favors, and it's Gobert in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Hasek. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Some changes for New Orleans. Salmons comes in for Tyreke Evans. And it's P in for Eric Gordon. Good checked in for Utah. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through P. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half, and Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris. Hood, the pass to Exum. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. There's the pick. Here's Hood. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good. Hood's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
And he gets it to go. No problem on the three from P. 1:21 left to play here in the third. Exum with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Novak dishes to Exum. To the wing on the left. Here's Hood. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
Oh, my God.
Here's P. Hits the target from 18 feet. P's got 12 points in the game. Jazz leading by 21. There's 42 seconds left in the third. Here is Novak, averaging 9 points per contest, and he gets it to go.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
P.
Dang.
And out of bounds.
Oh, this is it. That was totally.
He's checked in for Anderson. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Jazz. Burks comes in for Hood. For Utah, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Exum kicks to Hayward. Here's Burks. Fredette grabs the miss.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Austin Rivers.
Here's Burks. The shot no good.
Oh, so it's made it.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist. Zion Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. Holiday comes in for Austin Rivers. The Jazz also changing it up. Gobert, he's checked in for Hayward. Favors comes in for Alec Burks, and it's Exum in for Burke. Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Evans and Anderson, the forwards. And it's Ashik in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Jazz lead by 20. He's checked in for New Orleans. Then as Gordon Hayward's checked in for Trevor Booker. Alec Burks comes in for Gobert. And it's Burke in for Exum. 13 feet away. Here's Ashik. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
That's good.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
New Orleans has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's P.
Oh,
the Pelicans miss again.
One hit, no.
Jazz leading by 23. Now Burke. He dishes it to Cantor. Connects on the 9-footer. Cantor's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And we head to the final buzzer in a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. This will go in the books as a really gaudy win for the Jazz.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out, Clark, this kind of punishment to
Well,
him.
you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Well, same game plan tonight that they used in the previous 2 meetings against this club, and those resulted in victories as well.
Yeah, and that being the case, why change anything? Knowing how well they played in those 2 games, they probably couldn't wait for this one to wrap up the sweep of the season series.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Agents is checked in. Withy comes in for Anderson. Miller's checked in for Tyreke Evans. And it's Austin Rivers in for Drew Holiday.
First run, probably just a case of too little too late.
But at least they're still going after it and playing hard. It would have been very easy to throw in the towel a while ago.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. The free throw drops for Rivers. The Jazz have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Burke, the pass to Gobert. Here's Hood. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
Ian Clark's checked in for Burke. They grabbed their own miss.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
The Jazz have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the 4th, 8-12. And the foul on P. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
That's just a flat frustration foul right there.
Boy, down like they are, he just took it out on his opponent. I mean, you've got to keep your composure. I don't think that was one of his best moments.
Fires for 3. That is good. 7 seconds left in the game. Here's Clark. And so it's Utah easily grabbed.
I must kill my team. I didn't keep losing.
What you mean, man? I just had the biggest scoring game of my brief NBA career. I think it's the perfect time to be smiling.
Hold up. You notice anything about the scoreboard at the end of the night?
Yeah, right next to my number was a really big number. How many points I had.
Only numbers you need to worry about are the ones next to the team name. Column, we came. No reason to smile or celebrate. You know what I'm.
This is gonna be the end.